Welcome to Had6 channel. In this video, we will look into satisfaction. 15 nouns with similar meanings will be reviewed in example sentences. Let's get started. Satisfaction, which means fulfillment of one's wishes, expectations, or needs, or the pleasure derived from this. Number 1. Enjoyment, which means the state or process of taking pleasure in something. Enjoyment. For example, the enjoyment of a good wine. Number 2. Gratification, which means pleasure, especially when gained from the satisfaction of a desire. Gratification. For example, a thirst for sexual gratification. Number 3. Content, which means a state of satisfaction. Content. For example, she stood for a moment looking with content at her husband. Number 4. Pride, which means a feeling or deep pleasure or satisfaction derived from one's own achievements, the achievements of those with whom one is closely associated, or from qualities or possessions that are widely admired. Pride. For example, many craftsmen take pride in a good job well done. Number 5. Pleasure, which means a feeling of happy satisfaction and enjoyment. Pleasure. For example, she smiled with pleasure. Number 6. Contentment, which means a state of happiness and satisfaction. Contentment. For example, he found contentment in living a simple life in the country. Number 7. Triumph, which means joy or satisfaction resulting from a success or victory. Triumph. For example, his eyes shone with triumph. Number 8. Complacency, which means a feeling of smug or uncritical satisfaction with oneself or one's achievements. Complacency. For example, the figures are better, but there are no grounds for complacency. Number 9. Appeasement, which means the action or process of appeasing. Appeasement. For example, a policy of appeasement. Number 10. Happiness, which means the state of being happy. Happiness. For example, she struggled to find happiness in her life. Number 11. Joy, which means success or satisfaction. Joy. For example, if you still have no joy, you may have to resort to the courts. Number 12. Relish, which means liking for or pleasurable anticipation of something. Relish. For example, he dug into his plate of food with relish. Can you think of other examples? Please share them in the comment section below. Hitting the subscription button is the best way to stay connected. See you in the next video.